Gaffer, not every week you win 5-1, but it sort of didn't seem to come as much surprise to you last week. Is that because you know what we're capable of?
Yeah, it just felt as though it probably wasn't a surprise because we've created that amount of chances regularly this season. I think we had double figures of shots on target. It's not the first time that's happened. We were over 20 attempts on the goal, so we've proved that we can create. But we have been guilty of not being clinical. But I thought on Saturday we were. We got into good areas and some of the finishing was excellent, so it was a pleasing victory.
I think something that a lot of people noticed was the togetherness in the celebrations, the likes of Ibby. It's great to see, and that's something we're going to need, isn't it? Everyone together for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it was made up with for Ibby first and foremost, for him to get his goal. It was with his first touch, came onto the pitch and Sam slid him in, and it was a great finish. And then for him celebrating with his teammates on the sideline was great. I think he got a bloody nose off one of our home players, slapped him in the face, so that was good. But yeah, that togetherness is important, especially in the running. You know, there's going to be players who are disappointed when not starting, or players who are disappointed not being in the squads, but having that togetherness and that overall collective sort of goal of trying to win games is going to be massive.
Wycombe up next, a team who are in good form and probably similar to Exeter, haven't lost a lot recently, so it'll be another tough one.
Yeah, let's say that every game is difficult in this league, but Wycombe are doing really well. They've got into the top 6. I went and watched them on Tuesday night at Barnsley, and they controlled that game. They probably should have won it by more than 1. And they got good players, say none more so than Azza, who we know really well. And yet they're in good form, so they'll be coming here with confidence. But they'll know as well that we're in good form. We're unbeaten in 10, and we're playing well too. So it should be a good game. I'm really looking forward to it.
Obviously played them down there early in the season. Are you expecting the game to go in a sort of similar way? Hopefully not the result, but the way the game sort of pans out?
I don't know. I say we were quite pleased with some of the things that we did down there. We started the game really well, lost our way a little bit just before half time and conceded 2 quick fire goals that put us on the back foot, and then we attacked them pretty much for the whole second half, and they defended their goal really well, which is something that you would expect from one of Michael's teams. He has them really well organised, so it was difficult. So we felt that the game got away from us there, and there's definitely improvements on that performance that we can hopefully take into this weekend.
And they've moved into the top 6 now, so sort of the added incentive, a bit more of a direct rival in terms of the playoffs at the minute, so there's that to play for as well. Yeah,
the league's so tight. I think there'll be loads of games where there's something on it, and if teams put a run together, they can jump into the top 6 or slip out of it. But we know it'll be a tough game. Wycombe, as I say, they're there on merit. They've been consistent. They're playing well. I think they've won the last 3. So we go into it knowing that it's a challenge, but it's a challenge I think that if we prepare properly for, we'll be ready for.
You touched on it before, the quarter of the season's go. Probably something people don't realise, a lot of football to play, and we've got to keep plugging away.
That's it. Say there's 11 games is a long time, and anything can happen. You know, there'll be bound to be twists and turns when the pressure comes on towards the end, and we just need to make sure that we can be as consistent as we can be. You know, we can only control what we can control, so focus on ourselves, try and win the next game, try and get our performance levels right, keep that energy and excitement in the crowd, and see where it takes us. And just finally, any fresh injury concerns or any updates on the lads that are out at the minute? No fresh concerns. We still only got Marcus, who's long term. Bit of positive news, Amario was training today with the fitness coaches on the grass. He was straight line running. John McAtee was running with the physios, so the plan will be for him to be back involved at the squad on Monday. So yeah, it's positive news. So fully fit squad pretty much to choose from.